Hello, it's me, Beaky. I have a question for you before I begin this. Has there ever been anything you really wanted? Something that, you've been lacking or you haven't had in a while? That you would steal, maybe? Take by force? Maybe kill? I mean, this could be anything. Candy bar, money. But for some people, this old man in the story is to see the world again. He's willing to do some dark things for this bed by the window, which is what the story's called. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. 3 old men share the room in a nursing home. Their room had only one window, but for them, it was the only link to the real world. Ted Conklin had been there the longest, and he had the bed by the window. When Ted died, the man next to him, George Best, took his place. The third man, Richard Green, took George's bed. Despite his illness, George was a very cheerful man who had spent most of his days describing the sights he could see from his bed. Pretty girls, policemen on horseback, traffic jam, pizza parlor, a fire station, and other scenes of outside life. Richard loved to listen to George. Their friendship grew and grew, but eventually, as the old saying goes, envy is the thief of joy. The more George talked about the life outside, the more Richard wanted to see for himself. Yet he knew that only when George died, he would have his chance. He wanted to look out the window so badly that one day he decided to kill George. He's gonna die anyway, he told himself. What difference would it make? I mean, it's gonna happen sooner or later. George had a bad heart. If he had an attack in the night and the nurse couldn't come get him, he had some pills he could take. Kept them in a bottle above the cabinet between both beds. All Richard had to do was just knock the bottle to the floor where George couldn't reach it and let him die. A few nights later, George died just as Richard had planned he would. But the next morning, Richard was moved to the bed by the window. Excited and happy for himself, he turned to see all the things that George had always described, but after the nurses had left, he found a small letter within the brick wall. It was written by one of the nurses to Richard from George. I knew you would be happy to have the bed by the window. I feel very deceptive to you after all these years, not even knowing what your face looked like. I never wanted to tell you because hearing your voice, excitement, the happiness, the joy you had about it, especially in such a dim place like this that we were both stuck in. I lied. The truth is, I've been blind for years. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry to deceive you, but I just wanted you to be happy for a little bit. Don't be mad when I'm gone and you realize the truth. Just think of the great stories I told you. Goodbye, my friend. We'll be together again soon. I'll describe more things for you if you like. Suddenly, Richard began to cry and realized that his friend was all he was really enjoying. If you like the story, leave a comment down below. Leave a like and maybe subscribe if you want to hear more. Thank you guys. I appreciate everything y'all do. Truly. See you around. Have a safe night.